Well, howdy, and welcome back here for episode 6 as we are now in the last half of April. And as you can see up there on the right, towards the top there, you got a bunch of contracts. And you're probably also knowing it's raining, which is going to make things a little bit challenging, which is why we're going to focus on the contracts for now, because we can't really do any work on our fields, and we actually don't really have any work to do because we only have the 2 grass fields for now. But I am hoping we make enough from our contracts to where we can get a field, because I have an eye out for a couple of fields I want to do, and I want us to start picking up some more fields, whether we, you know, buy them, finance them, or if we have to, we may have to end up leasing them. But we need to start getting more fields so that we can start turning more profit. But we're going to start off here with the contracts. So I'm just grabbing our fertilizer spreader, because right now we need to focus on making some money. And so we're going to work even though it's raining. But I think fertilizing contracts and our bale wrapping contracts are perfect for doing when it's, raining like this, because we're not really doing any field work, so it works perfectly for us. So let's head out here and we'll do a little time lapse to get all of these contracts knocked out, and then, well, all of the fertilizing contracts knocked out, and then we're done with those. We'll come back to our yard and do some bale wrapping.
Yeah, we're chilling out here, ladies in the rear, our feet in the water, top disappears, drinking Malibu Patron, or a beer in a cup. Girl, I can hook you. We all get to dance and I get to chancing, kissing that country girl, romancing, a whole lot of love, bumping out of the bars. Yeah, we're on a boat, we're feeling fine, drinking Tennessee whiskey, a big blue sky, we're going up, we're coming down, here's the feeling alright, it's a hell of a time, we're on a boat, we're killing time, in our own honky tonk, beat the big blue sky, we live it up, we got it down, here's the feeling alright, it's a hell of a time, and I'm falling for a small town girl, so kiss me darling, rock my world, rock my world, rock my world. Yeah, now it's a hell. We're on a boat, we're feeling fine, drinking Tennessee whiskey, a big blue sky, we're going up, we're coming down. There's a party on the water, it's a hell of a time. We're on a boat, we're killing time, in our own honky tonk with a bottle of wine. We're going up, we're coming down. Cheers to feeling alright, it's a hell of a time. Hell of a time. It's a hell of a time.
Alrighty, we got this contract done. Just going down here to the end there just to wrap it all up, and we're gonna head back to our farmyard because we're gonna switch over to the bale wrapper because we have some bale wrapping contracts to do. Some of the fields are actually out here where we are right now, but I can't bring both. And that does bring up a good point here. I have been purposefully avoiding using workers. Now, that was just a personal choice I had. Ooh, I swear I can drive and talk. Or maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, it was a personal choice I made, at least for the first part of this series, where we're kind of, simulating starting to farm out, trying to be mostly realistic. There's some mods, some modded capacity. Like, left or right here? Right, I think. Yes. Okay. But yeah, so I mean, yeah, we do have, some extra capacity on some things. But overall, striving for a realistic feel while still making it fun. That's my goal in this series. But along those fronts, I have purposely I left, yeah. I've purposely not used workers. Now the reason for that is I kind of wanted to, like, hey, we're starting out, we're starting from scratch, we don't have a lot of money. We're trying to focus on making money to build up, get our farmyard, and start building up the farm. Now at some point here, not yet, but some point down the road, we probably will change that and start using some workers. But for now, I'm going to keep on doing everything myself, even though that might be very time consuming. But yeah, so that's kind of the reason right now. I could have used the follow me mod and brought both tractors out here. Yeah, that's the reason why I didn't want to use workers for now. This will change, just not yet. Also, while we're heading back here, I do want to mention, I kind of mentioned at the very beginning of the episode, there is some fields I want to get. I'm not quite sure which one yet. I'm hoping we make enough money from our contracts to be able to buy it. I don't think we're gonna. Boy, I am struggling with the driving today. Oh boy. Oh. And there's a I don't know why every time I come down the hill with those trees there, I always forget the turns right here. But anyways, there is a couple of fields. I'm not sure if we're gonna have the money to buy it. I'm not sure if the farmers are even willing to sell it. If they're not, we might just lease it. Now the thing about leasing, we do, we're gonna be leasing some field as we go along here. But I do eventually want to cancel those leases and buy the fields at some point, because I wanted it to be all our farm, a farm that we own and is making us money. That's the goal. That's the ultimate goal for this series. So let's head back in here and we'll get started on the bell wrapping, and then we'll see where we're at and see if we can find any more contracts. And then when we're done with that, we'll probably move on to the month of May. So I decided to bring out the big boy tractor. Don't know why. We didn't need it for the bell wrapper, but I wanted to drive it because it has more power. But as you can see, as we're driving through the little village here, it is a little bit more challenging because one, turn radius is well, it's not as good. Also, it's just a bigger tractor, so we have to do some more careful driving. To put it lightly, so we don't take out people's cars and stuff. Let me see, I need to yeah, I just want to try to figure out where I'm at, and based on that, where I need to go, and then how to get there. It's one of the things I love about this map is, like, it's a standard size map, but man, this map does not feel standard size at all, and I love it. But yeah, we're gonna head up here. We're gonna do knock out these belling contracts here real quick. So we'll put it into another time lapse here, crank up the tunes, and get these bells all wrapped.
Swaying like a noose, and I'll be clinging to the back of this Indian bag. Brass rings in the center and a wind with a red sunset going down. There's no lines on a gravel road. damn sure know where we've been, but we don't know where we're going. Give me a black cycle, give me playback.
All right, this is the last bell. I think. Yes. All right. It's like it's not 100% yet, but we made it. We got all the contracts done. So we're gonna head back over to the yard. I'm trying to think here. We still have quite a bit of daylight left, and the rain should be stopping hopefully soon. Although it has been, I mean, it hasn't been like downpour. It's just been like rain, and it's just like go away. I know it's April. I know that's the time where you get the rain, but still, I got stuff I want to do. But we're gonna head back over here to our yard, and we'll see if we can find any more contracts, because I want to get as much done as we can before we move on to the month of May. Oh, that's right. I got a turn coming up here. I actually kind of remembered that time. What? You know what? We're just not going to talk about my driving abilities, okay? I am normally a very good driver. I wouldn't go so far as to say best driver in farm sim, but you know, compared to like, you know, Goldie, yes, I am. Yeah, a dramatically better driver than Goldie. Oh yeah, yep. I'm calling him out. But yeah, I was pulling here, and I gotta remember this thing does not churn as sharp as the other tractor, and also because it is a bigger boy, it does take a little bit longer time here to slow down. And also, this thing is filthy, by the way, so we'll definitely want to wash this off because yeah, it's a bit muddy, just a little bit muddy. All right, let's get this backed in here. And yes, I know this, you know, yes, this is not the most ideal place, but you can't have like perfectly, like everything parked perfectly on a farm. There's no such thing. You work with what you got, and overall, I like what we got, so I wouldn't really change anything about it. So I'm happy with it. You know, I'm happy where everything's at. All right, let's grab our power washer here, because we got some cleaning to do to get all of the mud off. And I guess this is the major downside of, well, working while it's raining. But you know what? We made some good money, so it was worth it. Oh my gosh, that mud is caked on there. And yes, I know I could be like moving around, it'll still get it clean, but I want to see like the thing, like when it's clean, the percentage, and it's kind of hard to get that to stay up. The little info box there. It's definitely a little bit of a challenge. All right, I think nope, I'm not gonna make that corner. I'm used to driving the other tractor and even the New Holland because they had a much sharper turning radius than this one, but I'm slowly learning, slowly getting to it. All right, so oh yeah, contracts. We should probably collect these because we have some money here just sitting here. Let's collect all this money. All right, that's almost 40,000. I think it's pretty darn close to 40,000. All right, what's it over here? I want to check the sheep, make sure we have some good. Yep, we're good on food there. We have bedding. So I forgot to mention that I did buy some bales during the winter months to make sure we have bedding for them. But we do need to make sure that we are making our own straw. We do have lots of bales here from our last mowing as well. But Yeah, I want to see. I wonder, is there any more contracts available? Let's just take a look here real quick. Deadwoods. I mean, there's some fertilizing ones, but we've already done a bunch of fertilizing ones. Maybe we could do 2 more. That'd be another 17,000. But, yeah. It's kind of, are you feeling it? Are you feeling it? And I'm like, yeah. I mean, the money's pretty good on it, so yeah, I'm feeling it. Oops, I did not just run into that wall. It's like, I would like to have a little bit more variety in our contracts, but you know what? We're gonna grab some more, because it's what's available is the options we have to pick for the contracts, and right now, it's the fertilizing ones that give us the most money for the amount of time it takes. So okay, I see where we're going. Make sure I stay on the right side of the road. Don't want to get in an accident. Can't really afford that insurance bill because it would be a little bit pricey. Head on with the tractor with a front weight into a car. Yeah, that's gonna be an expensive insurance bill. Alright, so our field should be coming up here. You know what? I had the map off, the HUD off, and I drove right past it. So this is our field here. So let's go ahead and do this real quick here. I'll probably just do a quick jump cut because we've already done a couple of time lapses on this, and so you know, hey, we're fertilizing. We're going to go up and down the field a few times and get it fully fertilized, and this will take us approximately about that much time. The magic of editing, and i.e. I'm going to edit that, could do a cut there. Editing. All right, so we're all done with that contract and our wonderful editing there, and we're gonna collect that, which is another 11,800 bucks. So I think we're like around $50,000, somewhere around there, because we were like awfully close to 40,000 before. So yeah, I think we're somewhere around $50,000, which is pretty darn good for doing a bunch of contracts. So let me head back over here to the farmyard, and then we'll get this all put away, and then we're gonna move on to the month of May, and then we'll see what we have available for us to do, pick up another contract hopefully, and then before the end of this episode, we're gonna take a look at some fields. Alrighty, so we are now in the second half of April. There wasn't anything going on the first May, sorry. Wasn't anything going on the first half of May, so we kind of skipped forward a little bit here. I am kind of eyeballing this mowing contract because I want to do something different. We haven't done a mowing contract, at least in a little. If we have, it's been a little bit, or my memory is just not what it used to be. That is also a possibility. So let's head over here. I'm gonna grab the we're gonna grab the big boy tractor. We haven't really got to use it yet. We've been using the other one, and you know, I kind of want to use this one. This one does have a bunch of more hours on it because we've got it used, which is why the price was so good for us. Can't really complain about that. But I would definitely want to get some use out of it. So even though maneuverability is a little bit more challenging, I still want to use it because it's an awesome tractor. Oh, I just need to make sure I can maneuver this. I wasn't thinking about a tractor this big with the farmyard when I was kind of putting the buildings in and stuff. I wasn't really thinking about that. I was like, oh, this looks cool there. Oh, that looks cool there. And now we're thinking about, maneuverability. I could drive through the bells, but that would just be not very realistic now, would it? So we'll just do a little, oh my gosh, a little back and forth here. We got it. 15-point turn later, we got it. All right, so we're gonna head over here. We'll knock out this mowing contract, and I think for this we'll put it into another time lapse here and just get it out, get it done. It will take, I think, a little bit. See to plan my route. It's not too far away there, so we're just gonna go through the next neighboring village, and then we'll be there and get started. And we are just about done here. So close, so close. All right, there we are. We are done. But we're gonna keep on going here because I want to get this, let's do the full field. Why not? I mean, we have a reputation here. We grab a little screenshot here too while we're at it. It's like, oh, I should probably grab a screenshot while we're doing this so we have something for a thumbnail. I'm not sure if we'll use that or something else, but hey, we got one. We got one. We're gonna need it, I'm sure. All right, let's get this folded up here. And I just want to check out the moisture on this because this came out as hay, and oh yeah, 6 point, yeah. So it was actually pretty dry, which is why when I mowed it, it went straight to hay. I love this mod. This is an awesome mod. So much, and I know it's still like, it's fully released, but there's still being worked on. Still more things being added, more things to come. But already, this is a fantastic start for this mod. So let's head back over to the yard, and then we'll take a look at and see, check out some fields, because I want to get a field. There's a couple of fields I want to look at, but I think I know which one we're going to get. I'm pretty positive, at least. Alright, got the mower all washed, put away. That took another like 15-point turn. Got this all washed up here as we get this parked. There we go. We have made it. We've done all the contracts. Well, actually, let's collect that money because this one paid pretty good. Can't complain about it. All right, now let's talk about fields. So I really want those fields that are just to the right of our farm, 71, 72, but they're not for sale. And what we really need right now, the immediate thing, is something that's gonna give us straw that is for sale and that we can afford, and also taking into account planting season too. So I would love to get some of these fields, but I don't think they're the wrong crops. What I really need is like wheat and barley. Is probably way over there. Like canola. Ooh, there's an oat one. Oat ones. You know what? Might be our best option. Corn would be great too, because we could make silage off of it, but I'm kind of leaning towards that oat field. Yeah, I mean it's $267,000 is the current market price, and I don't think we have any equity available. Nope, we don't. So we don't have we can't borrow money to get it. So our only option is we're gonna have to lease that field if we want to get it. I might do the onions too, but we're going to start off with just leasing this field. Because this field is kind of a stepping stone, because these fields are around it. I want to get all those fields as part of our farm, because I think that's going to be like a good goal. Plus the fields to the right of our farm. A combination of those two areas, I think, will make us have a good, profitable farm once we get everything done. At least that is my goal. But let's hop in the truck here. So we did lease that. It's going to be a monthly expenditure, but it's worth it. Well, I hope it's worth it. It's short term. We're going to eventually buy it, but for now we're going to do a lease. Let's head over there, check out the status of the field, because I'm not quite sure what shape it's in. And, we might have to do some work on it. Because I don't know if the if the guy that owns it, if he has been taking care of the fields or not. There's a lot of traffic. My goodness. All right. Let's see. It should be just up here on the left. Coming up here. I think it's this. Yeah, this one right here. All right. Actually, it looks pretty good. All right, so yeah, it's fully fertilized. There's some weeds, so we're gonna need to get a weed sprayer, because there is some weeds and that's gonna affect the yield. So I am a little concerned about that moisture though. That's low. So we could use some rain, but I can't just manufacture rain. But you know what? It's what it is what it, I mean, there's nothing I can do about that. So yeah, so we do have this field. Wait a second here. So I forgot to do something. That's the house that we were leasing. I forgot to oh my goodness. I've been paying that's like $900 a month. I've been paying that for months. Oh no. Well, you know what? It's done. We're done. We've canceled it. But so with that, I was hoping to have a good ending there where we got our field. And then to find out that I've been wasting $900 a month. But we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. I want to thank you for watching. And I hope you have a wonderful day. And despite the train wreck of things that I do, I hope to see you again in the next video. Until then, have a wonderful day. Hello there and welcome back here for episode 7 as we have a lot of things to do. Most of our focus is going to be on the farm, and I'm hoping in this episode, all going well according to plan, we're going to hopefully get our first cows, pick up some new gear. We'll probably have to do some more contracts, but this is all about kind of building towards that profitable future for this farm. So let's get this tractor warmed up, which will take a moment here. And we're going to need to get a couple of things done. We have lots of bales, have some good. These bales, yeah, they're still fermenting. So let's head over here. I was trying to think what should we start with. We're going to start actually with building in a cow pasture. Let's get one of those goals done right away. So over here on this narrow strip of grass, which I bought this actually with the intent was actually for turning it into a cow pasture, because it's not really the best for mowing. Just the way it is, it's lined out. It's a little bit of a challenge to mow and get all that stuff done. So we're going to turn this into a very large cow pasture, and I do plan on getting a cow barn hopefully before winter. Fingers crossed. We do have a grant submitted for that, and hopefully we will eventually get that. Now I just need to figure out which cow pasture I want to use. I was kind of leaning towards the fenceless ones, but I really don't want to do those ones. I use them all the time, so I want to try something a little different here. Although I do like them. So, the nice thing about these ones is I can put the fences in how I want, and then hey, if I want to have some a gate at the other end or something like that, I can also do that. That is the kind of thing that's making me think this actually might be a better option, even though I always use it. But let's do a little leveling here. So I think this is going to be where we're going to put the front piece, where you give them the feed right here. So I want to level this out here just a little bit, and then we'll smooth the edges around here, so that way when we put it down, everything's going to be easier. Now let's just take a quick little gander here through what we have available. Just kind of scrolly here. Hey, what's this one? Approved Polish pasture for cows. You know what? This might be good. This actually kind of fits more too with the map, I think, too, because yes, it's a Polish one, but we're kind of in that area of Europe, so we're pretty darn close to Poland. Yeah, we're gonna use this one. So I think so. The slurry thing is on the side here, so I kind of want to get this just right where we have enough room to get in there, but leave room for the fence. Yeah, right about there. All right, so we're gonna do our little customization here. Let me just do here. We're gonna go up to, I think, right about here. I'm trying to make sure this is pretty straight. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna follow the edge of the field all the way around, and then bring it back, so that way it basically is going to plant over our field with the meadow for feeding the cows. Now while we're doing this, I did want to mention too real quick that I have customized the XML a little bit, because I do not agree with Giants on how they do things. The default animal feed is extremely inaccurate for real world applications and how you feed animals. So I have adjusted that. Part of that is sheep, for example. you feed them TMR. It's actually better for them than feeding them. That's how I've adjusted that. Like, hey, they accept TMR, like with the grass hay and all that, so that way they can get a better quality feed from that. Additionally, for cows, I've set it up to where grass will, if you feed them grass, they will stay at 100% health. But it is not, I don't have it at the same quality as, like, hay is slightly better than that. And then of course, silage is a little bit better than the hay. And then TMR is like the best for cows. So I did adjust that. However, I did change it to where, because in base game, if you feed them grass, they don't stay 100% healthy. So I did adjust that just to make it more closer to real world. So let me get this fence down here, and then when we're done with that, we'll probably, hopefully, buy some cows. All right, we are just about done here. There's one little last section here, and then we will have all of our fencing in. We can plant our meadow. So right there, come across here, and yes, I want to plant a meadow. All right, there we go. So now we have our cow pasture. Now I want to do a little bit of a landscaping here real quick, just to kind of tidy it up, make it look a little better. So let me do that here real quick, and we'll be right back. So I'll do a little, I'm sure I'll do a little cut or something like that in edit, or I might do a time lapse. I don't know. We'll figure it out in editing. So just putting the last little bit of touches of grass in here, just to kind of make everything kind of fit in. Got our landscaping all done. Put some like different types of gravel down, a little bit of mud, and trying to make it look like, you know, it's a cow pen. So let's see here. We're gonna want to get a couple of cows. You know, I think we're gonna focus on dairy cows. The red Holsteins are kind of tempting, but I'm gonna stick with the standard Holsteins, I think. So I'm gonna go with the younger cows here. So we'll get some ones that, some of the babies, the brand new babies. Do I do 10 or 20? So we have a capacity of 72. So I think 10 is good. We'll do 10 of the 5-month ones. So not quite the babies, but still young calves. And we need to do a couple of bulls as well. I think I'm going to do 2 bulls for each. Or do I want to do 1? So we're only doing 10. Yeah, let's do 1, because I'm just thinking about it. 1 bull for 10 cows is kind of realistic. They get busy. I'm gonna grab 1 more adult, a little bit, not quite adult, but getting closer, just so we can get. Because the major thing here with this is I want to. The profit we're going to be making from this is going to be from milk production. That's why we're getting those type of cows. So I want them to, like, you know, grow the herd, but also over time as they grow, hop over the river here, produce more milk. Now, at the time of recording this, it is March 24th today. Yes. So yes, I have recorded this on March 24th, which happens to be the day a new DLC comes out. I think it's called the Vidro Pack or something. If I pronounced that wrong, oopsie. But yeah, that's how I'm gonna call it. So I do have that added in here. I have not played with it at all. Don't know how well it works or anything. So we will find that out here. But I am curious to see. Do I want to use the bell trailer for this? You know what? I don't want to use a bell trailer. Let me get this tractor out of the way here. I'm only taking 1 bell over. I was just thinking about that. Because again, we have some modded bells and they're about 30,000 liters each. So we don't have to do that. But I'm gonna head over while the skid steers are warming up. We're gonna head over to the store and we're gonna pick up a sprayer, because if you remember at the end of the last episode, we have purchased the old field and it had some weeds, so we need to take care of those weeds. So we're gonna head over here to the store, pick up a sprayer, get some herbicide, get it loaded in there, and we're gonna come back and spray that oat field and kill those weeds, so that way when it comes time to harvest it, we can maximize our yield, at least the best we can. I am a little concerned about the grade of it because there's not been a lot of rain, so I am a little bit worried about that. But we'll get to that bridge when we get there. So we have picked up this sprayer here, the little Hardy Navigator, and make sure we have narrows on it. That's important. So we got it all filled up with 8,000 liters of herbicide, which should hopefully last us for, I'm hoping for a couple years, because herbicide's not a cheap thing, so that is my hope. But we're going to head over to that oat field, get it sprayed down, and again, our goal with that is just to ensure we have the best yield possible. Now, I did mention earlier I am concerned about the grade of it, so part of the moisture mod that we have installed is depending on the moisture levels of the crop when we harvest it, that determines your grade. So you have grade A, which is the best, gets the most money. Then you have grade B, C, and D. It has been a bit dry, so the moisture is not where it should be. So I am concerned that, I mean, we're definitely not getting grade A or B, but I am concerned that we might have to go all the way down to grade D by the time it comes ready to harvest it. So that is of concern, because that's, you know, less money we're going to make when selling it, and that is worrisome. But we can't really control the weather, so we're going to focus on what we can, which is increasing the yield, so at least we get more of the crop at harvest time. And best way for us to do that, kill all the weeds. We are just pulling up here to our field here, just around the corner. If I did not hit that pedestrian. I guess this is not Grand Theft Auto and you can't hit pedestrians. But yes, so yeah, as you can see, our moisture is pretty low there, but we're gonna get started here, get this sprayed out. Let me pull up our steering assist GPS. As we got that all set up there, I need to pull forward, so I'm gonna be hitting some trees with that boom. That was close. Whoopsie. So let me get this field here all sprayed. We'll go ahead and put it into a time lapse real quick and knock it out. So I think we are done spraying this field here. At least I believe we are. So let's get this folded up and head back to our yard. You know what? Actually, let me stop. I want to double check that. Make sure. You know, I had this nagging feeling that I had missed a row, and I did. We just unfolded here, so turned around. Was it this one? I think it was this one. Nope, it was not that one. It was hey, there's the bold line. And by the way, if you didn't know that, like the lines you haven't been on, they're bold. their boulder. Yes, we're in the right place. But after you have completed or driven on that GPS line for a bit, they turn softer or not as bold, I guess is the term. All right. So we missed a little bit over here, so I'm gonna see if I can get this. All right. Kind of got that, but now I'm kind of stuck. So we're gonna fold this up here. It's like I had to kind of sacrifice a little bit there to get that. So we have a little bit over there in that area too. So let's see if we can grab that as well. Again, this is all just to maximize our yield. But as you can see here, there's two little patches. Am I heading towards that? Yep, I am. Let's get this unfolded here. And yes, these little patches don't make any difference at all, probably. Oh, I mean, actually, but I just want to get them. All right, so it should be right about here. All right, got that one. There's another one somewhere around here. Getting this straighten out. Yep, I'm heading right towards it. All right, that should grab that. Then this corner down here, this is going to be a little bit of a challenge. I'm going to have to just kind of swing it, hope I get it without hitting any trees. I did nick that one tree there. All right. You know, I'm going to call that good enough, I think. Yes, there's like a little small edge there, but those corners are kind of hard to get because of the trees. So we're going to call it good. Let's head back over to the yard. And our skid steer is more than all warmed up. It's probably extra warm now. But hey, you know, we want to protect the engine. Let this car go by here before we keep moving on. Guys parking out here on the street. But hey, that's one thing I love about this map. It's like that will happen in real life. So it's cool that they did that. Yes, it makes it more challenging, but it makes it's not really extra challenging, just a little bit, but it's a good balance between making it a little more challenging, but while making it feel more realistic. I should have room. Yep, I do have two open bays over here. I can't see the trees. All right, let's get this backed into that there. I think I came in a little hot. Let's straighten this out. Ignore the tree coming into frame. All right, we got it. We got it lined up now. All right, let's just get this backed up here. There we go. Perfect. All right. That was perfect. So let's head over here. Now, I want to check something here real quick. So our grass fields are fully fertilized. Perfect. Okay. Let's just check and see what contracts we have available too. Because we did spend some money. You know what? For $10,000, another $10,000. That's 20,000. Well, probably 21,000. Ooh, 8,000 for. So you know what? If we do these three right here, that's like $30,000 or awfully close to it. No, I don't want to do any hoeing or fertilizing. Definitely not doing deadwood. Yeah, there we go. So that'll give us about $30,000 to kind of replenish our funds because we did spend a bit. And yeah. All right, let me grab a bale here real quick. So we're gonna grab. All right, so all of our bales have fermented. So we have 11 of the wrapped ones. I'm gonna grab these two unwrapped ones because they're already unwrapped, ready to go. And we're gonna take these over to our cow pens so that way they can get some feed loaded in here. And I did not position this in the best possible place. So there wasn't there wasn't really, ooh, whoops. There wasn't really a bale storage, so I kind of took the middle of that shed and put down a bale storage in the middle of it. I do have some plans as we expand our farmyard out to where we will have a bale storage, an actual bale storage, and I'll remove that one there so we can kind of use that for parking vehicles, equipment, or whatever. I'm trying to make sure I don't drop these bales as we take this corner here. So I have to go a little bit slow. But yeah, so I do have some plans for expanding that farmyard. One of the things we want to do is we need to put in a cow barn. That's going to go outside of our current yard because there's not room there for it. I already have a place picked for it, and it's going to be right next to a yard. And then additionally down the road, we are going to do some arable crops as well. So we're going to need an additional shed for that, for parking the harvester in, because we don't really have any place for it yet right now. And I kind of have a shed in mind for that. That shed, we can park the, the harvester there, as well as it has a bale storage built in. So let me get this gate opened up. Can I open it? Open sesame. Oh, there it goes. All right, just have to find the trigger and say open sesame. All right, let's get these drop down here. All right, let's make sure those are going in. Yep, they are going in. Now, again, I am using a modded at the bell, so each bell is 20,000 liters. I just like less bells. That's all it is. I'll close the gate there. But all right, so our cows now have 40,000 liters of silage, which should keep them going for a while. We will have to keep an eye on that to make sure that they have plenty of feed. Additionally, the freshness of the feed as well, because with the we have that freshness mod, which does, hey, like, things don't last forever. They do eventually rot and go away, so we'll have to keep in mind on that. Okay, the skid steer is all parked away, so we're going to hop in our tractor here with the Neros, and I am going the wrong way because we need to grab the fertilizer spreader because we have some fertilizing contracts to do to help us make some money, because we did spend some money. So these contracts again will pay us about $30,000. Pretty darn close to it. I think it's about 29,000 and some change. So close enough to 30,000. Now let's just plan our route. So we have, okay, one's just the next village up, then there's two on the right. So we just make it like kind of like a big loop and knock all of these out. So as we're heading over here, I did want to take a quick moment and say, hey, if you've been liking this video in the series, be sure and hit that like button, as well as subscribe, so that way you get notified of the future videos for the series. And with that said, we're going to go ahead and put this into a little bit of a time lapse, crank up the music, and knock out these three fields.
We haven't talked in a while. How you used to dream before you gave up your smile. When you were young and free, built castles in the air. I wanted to find you, I'm here to remind you, no matter how hard it gets, the years and the tears you spent are worth it all. It's worth it all. Don't have to live with regrets. Look up and lift up your head and stand up tall. Stand up tall. Don't sleep on your dreams. But tell me, can you see what you've known all your life? When your head's in the clouds, it's right in front of your eyes. simple till it's hard to believe. Oh, but I know that you're gonna be going where you're meant to be. No matter how hard it gets, the years and the tears you spent are worth it all. It's worth it all. Don't have to live with regrets. Look up and lift up your head and stand up tall. Stand up tall. Don't sleep, just bring it to life. Work through the night. Give it some time. Oh, the future is bright. Don't turn away, 'cause you're gonna break through, child. No matter how hard it gets, the years and the tears you spent are worth it all. It's worth it all. Don't have to live with regrets. Look up and lift up your head and stand up tall. Stand up tall. Don't sleep on your dreams. No.
All right, we got all 3 contracts finished, wrapped up. That is awesome. I'm just going all the way down here to the end just so I can say, hey, the field is also done. Because, yeah, no, they don't really have to, but why not? Why not? So let's head back over to the farmyard, and then we're going to need to get a couple of, well, a few more pieces of equipment, because we now have cows, dairy cows. And I kind of also mentioned, like, hey, I've customized the animal food, and so kind of the reason I mentioned that earlier, and I kind of didn't explain why I mentioned that, is we're going to get a TMR mixer and use that for making TMR for feeding. I think I've mentioned this before in the last episode. I always forget to where the turn is in the brake ahead of time for it. But anyways, we need to get a TMR mixer because I want to feed. Oh, come on, guy. Yeah, I'm going to honk the horn, all right. I want to feed the cows because they're dairy cows. I want to feed them a good TMR mix to make sure we can, maximize their health. I know it doesn't really matter a whole lot in game. I can feed them silage and get the same result, but I'm trying to play realism here a little bit. Additionally, with the sheep, we're also going to be feeding them TMR, which will make them healthier as well. At least that is my plan here. So now you're probably saying, well, you don't have all this stuff. We can make silage, we can make hay. We don't really have straw. We're going to need to do straw for bedding, which is why we got the oat field. So with that, we pretty much will have all the stuff. Now, I know we can do like crop type TMRs and all that, but I'm kind of waiting for a mod for that. I have messed around with it in the past and throwing in like, the TMR mix where I can add different crops and stuff, but I want to wait for a mod for that. So let's hop here into the store. Always check the used before you buy, because you never know. The item you want might be in there. All right, so we need a forage mixer and a barrel. So let's start with the barrel. I want to get an Abbey one. We're gonna get a modern one though, of course. Let's start between these two. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with this one. The one to the left does some extra stuff, but I don't really care about that. What I really care about is, does it haul milk? That's all I really care about right now. All right, make sure our license plate's set up for that. And yes, we don't have a lot of money in the account, so we're still financing things. Once we start turning a profit in things, we're gonna first pay off some of our financed vehicles and then start paying off our loans and start paying cash for things. All right, I I think we're gonna go with this one here. It is a modded one. I did slightly mod it a little bit, just increase the capacity. But I like this one here because it's nice and small, and you know, we don't have a lot of area for moving around. So I'd rather use this one here. Yeah, let's go with those tires there. Yep. All right. There we go. So we need to head over, pick up both of our new pieces of equipment and get those back here to the farm. So what I'll do is I'm gonna head over to the store. We'll pick those up, get them delivered. But we'll go ahead and wrap up the episode here, and I want to thank you for watching. Hope you did enjoy it, and I really hope to see you in the next video. Until then, I hope you have a wonderful day. Hello and welcome back here for episode 8 as we are continuing on in the last half of June. And there are a couple things I want to get done this episode. One is mow both grass fields. They are ready to go. I mean, yes, we could probably get another growth stage out of it, but I want to go ahead and mow them now just to get some more silage and hay. Mainly hay, because we have some silage, grass silage, but we could use some more hay. And additionally, before we get too far in this, I did not collect on the 3 contracts we did in the last episode, so we're going to grab that real quick, which will give us a nice little almost $30,000 surprise, well, $29,000 surprise to start with. So let me get hooked up here to our mower so we can do some mowing, reduce some bells, so that way we can eventually do some mixes once we get, well, you know, grass silage and our hay, and eventually some straw once our oat field is ready to harvest. And then we'll be able to make some TMR to give our cows and sheep some high quality food. So let me get this mower pulled out here without running into... I'm always nervous about that corner, but I always make it. So maybe I did place that in the right place. All right, so this is at growth stage 3 of 4. There are some spots here, unfortunately. And, oh, there's some pigs out there. Shoo, go away, pigs. Get out of here. You're eating my grass. Come on, get. I'm not sure if I like this. Oh, this is gonna... I mean, it's cool, but it's just, I don't know. We'll see if I like it or not. Go ahead and open this kid up here, because we'll probably be coming through here as well. But yes, that is part of the new DLC, so we do have that. I'm not positive if I like it here or not, but you know, we're gonna give it a shot. All right, our tractor has warmed up here, so we can get started here. And let's head over to the other grass field first. We'll start with that one. And make sure I can get out of here without... Hey, no traffic. Awesome. This field is... Well, it's still quite a bit of grass here. It's just... It is a lot smaller than it was before because more than, well, probably about 2/3 of it now is a cow pasture. And the GPS is not going to work now because of that for some reason. I don't know why, but it's all right. We really don't need it. It's not a big enough field that really matters. So let's go ahead. We're going to bust this out and the other field. So we'll go ahead and do a little time lapse here. Get both fields mowed and crank up the music.
Shut down. I'm down for the count, fall into the ground. Now you gotta tell me just what you want, just what you want, just what you want. And don't let me walk on broken water. Don't make me push it any further. Why do you wanna make it wrong? I'm trying to hold on, so please, yeah. And don't let me walk on broken much more while you're giving less. I'm shaking my head while I'm counting down. I'm counting down, yeah. But I remember a time when our hearts burned. We held back the night and we owned the world. Can we find a way back? Find a way back. Can we find a way back? And don't let me walk on broken water. And don't make me push it any further. Why do you wanna make it wrong? I'm trying to hold on, so please, yeah. And don't let me walk on broken water. Don't let us sink into the darkness. I wish I could read what's on your mind. You're stepping out of line, can you? I don't know what to do. I'm tired of getting abused. Baby, come on back to me once again. Baby, come on back to me once again. And don't let me walk on broken water. Don't make me push it any further. Push it any farther. Make it wrong. I'm trying to hold on, so please. Don't let me walk on broken water. Don't let us sink into the darkness. I wish I could read what's on your mind. You're stepping out of line, can you? I wish I could read what's on your mind. You're stepping out of line, can you? No more.
All right, we got this. Yeah, there we go. I almost jumped the gun a little bit there. We got this grass, both fields of grass fully mowed. So we're going to head back over here, get this put away. We'll grab a baler, and depending on how much is in it, I might make at least one, maybe 2 bales of grass that we can wrap to make silage, and the rest of it we're going to turn into hay, because we need grass, hay, and straw, which is why we got that oat field for making our TMR. Put this back in right about there, should do it. All right, so I'm going to start with the small field, which used to be the long stretch. Now it's just a short stretch. We're going to get that baled up. Oh, hey, this thing's empty. All right, that makes it easy. Okay, so we're going to pull around here, and what we're going to do is I want to get at least 1 bale of silage, maybe 2. We'll see where we're at on that. I'll get this unfolded here. Alright, get the front lowered and turned on and ready to go. So we'll go ahead and get this field baled up here real quick. And then once we're done with this, we'll head over to the main grass field and see where we're at as far as how many bales we've gotten. I think we might have to do a little bit over there just to get 1 bale, most likely. Well, we didn't get any any bales at all off the first field, so we're gonna top it off with just doing a little bit here on this field here, just to get a single grass bale, which will turn into grass silage. I'm gonna loop back around here and grab the tail end of the first headland here, just to top that bale off. Perfect. All right, let me just grab this a little bit here just to make it, uniformity and all that. Okay, all right. So we have our single grass bale. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna head over here, and then we're gonna hop in the other tractor, head over to the dealership, and we're going to finance a tedder because pigs, get out of here. How'd you get in here? Still not sure if I'm a fan of the new DLC. That was not realistic at all. Like they wouldn't. Anyways, you know, giants. You know, they try. I'm also noticing a little bit of stuttering too. I'm not sure if it's the new DLC or an update or something, but yeah, I don't know. I might play with some recent mods to see like if something might be broken. And I'm driving. In case you're wondering, I'm driving slow because the engine temp is not warm enough yet to have high RPM. All right, there it goes. But yeah. So we're gonna head over to the store, pick that up, and I will figure out between this and the next episode, maybe the episode. I'm gonna try removing some mods between this and the next episode to see if we can figure out what's causing. It's a very mild stutter. You may not even notice it. I'm noticing it. It's bugging me, but we'll figure it out. So I figured, oh man, as soon as I figure out how to drive, evidently again. We'll pick this back up once I get to the dealership. And we have made it over here. It's a bit of a drive on a tractor, ain't gonna lie. But this one actually is a pretty fast tractor, so it works out. Now, we're gonna head in here. We need a tedder. So let's just take a look down here, make sure it's nothing on sale before I go spending money, because I've had that happen where the one I want is on sale. Oh, at least this time I'm checking. All right, so tedders, and the one I'm looking for is by Mags, the absolutely amazing one. Yep, here it is right here. I absolutely love this one. It's an 8.4 meter working width, and you're going, that's a windrower. Yes, it also does. Yeah, basically he converted it so the windrowers also does windrowing, but it also does tedding as well. So it's like 2 in 1. I love it. Yeah, is it fully realistic? No, of course not. But you know what? It's okay. I like it. I like it. It's an absolutely fabulous mod. Max does some amazing work. All right, let me get this hooked up here. There we go. All right, so we're gonna head back to our farm and get our field, the rest of the grass, all tedded up, and hopefully that will make it dry enough to where we can get hay, and then we'll get it all baled up. And then once that's done, we do have that single bale of grass to wrap, and then we'll get all of those put away and stacked into our shed. We have made it back over here, so let's get this unfolded. There we go. Go ahead and turn it on, lower it down, and let's get this grass tedded. I did not check the moisture, but hopefully we're not too far away, because if the moisture is high, then we might have to do a couple of rounds, but it has been a dry couple of months. So I'm thinking this might just need one pass to convert to hay. At least I hope. So we'll put this into a quick little time lapse here. Get this field all tedded up.
find your heart. Ooh, your mind is a ghost town, echoing inside your walls, 5 feet underground now. Nothing's gonna save us from our doubts. Nothing's gonna make us spell it out. I don't wanna be the one that said, oh, I told you so. But I told you so.
And we are done. And yes, it evidently was dry enough to where it only took one pass with the tedder to get turned into hay, which is awesome. I was thinking that was the case because it has been a dry couple of months. Although we do have, see up there in the top right, we have some rain in the forecast. So we definitely want to get this all done before that starts. So let me get this put away, and then we're going to hop in the other tractor and finish building up that field and getting a bunch of hay bales. This is definitely a little bit more of a challenge with this tractor because, as I've said before, this one is not as maneuverable. The turning radius is definitely significantly larger on this tractor versus the other one. And plus the tedder has the caster wheels too. Yep. All right, they ain't got it this time. We got it this time. This time. We got it. I got it. You got it? No, not quite. It wasn't quite. I know I'm not going for perfection, but I want to at least make it look straight, you know. All right, there we go. That will do it. All right, let's go park this tractor, and then we're going to hop in the other one and finish building up the rest of the grass field. Well, which I guess the hay that's left in the grass field. All right, we got the hay going into the baler and come out the back as hay bales. So for this, I think I'll decide it, I think, but we're either going to do another time lapse or we'll do a jump cut. I'm not sure which one. I'll figure that out later. But continue on with getting the rest of this all built up here. So yeah, either there'll be a jump cut or a time lapse starting right about now. Okay, that is the last of the hay. So let's go ahead, turn that off, pick up the front, push the bales out. Yeah, come on, get off. I'm gonna fold it up. That'll kind of force it out. There we go. We got it forced out. So let's go ahead and get this put away here. And I should probably give this thing a bath too. It is a bit dirty. Just a little bit. But you know what? We want to keep our equipment clean because that keeps it in good running order. Oh, so I am getting a freshness on that hay. It's in there too. So yeah, you cannot keep bales in there indefinitely. That is interesting. Good to know. I like it. It's realistic. All right, there we go. It is all clean. So let's get this baler put away. And then we're going to grab the bale wrapper, get that single bale wrapped. And then after that, we got some bales to collect and put away. All right, this will be pretty fast, the bale wrapping step, because we got to one bale. Just that one. And we're done with the bale wrapping. I'm going to go ahead and carry this all the way back because That's one less bell we'll have to transport. Can I get past the gate? Yep. All right. Yeah, because this is one less bell we'll have to transport later. So let's drop it there. Get this folded up here. Back that up. Jackknife it a little bit. I'm trying to think what's the best way to get this in here without running into the bell. There we go. All right, so I think I've kind of mentioned this, but like one of the next steps for our farmyard expansion, when that happens, we do have a grant submitted to build a cow shed. Hopefully that goes through. But I think the cow shed I'm trying to get does have a bale storage in it, and then eventually we also want to get a harvester barn as well for storing our harvester in. And the one I'm looking at for doing that also has a cow shed. I mean, not a cow shed, a bale storage in it. Oh wow, words. All right, let's use our bale stacker here. Get these hay bales stacked so that way it's easy for us to pick up. Come on. Oh man, I didn't quite get it right. So we can angle this a little bit, force it in there. No, it's playing hard to get. All right, I'm gonna try. Let's push this with the front of my tractor around. There we go. Line it up. And we got it. All right, there it goes. That's the only complaint I have about this thing is you have to get it just right, but that is kind of realistic. I mean, you do have to line those up. All right, and do we have any bells beyond this? Or is that it? It's just 3 bells? I think it was. All right, so we won't even have to get out our bell trailer or anything. This is easy. All right, I'm gonna pull up here. And our yield, yes. Actually, this kind of makes sense. I was like, why was our yield so low? But I just remembered. Oh yeah, we didn't wait for the final growth stage. We went ahead and cut it a little bit early, so that would affect the yield. It all makes sense now. I was just having a little like, why is there only 3 bells? But yes, because I decided to go ahead and cut it early so we could have hay. All right, we pull through here, get this backed in and put away, and then we'll hop in the skid steer, get those bales picked up and loaded into our bale shed. I know, the engine is cold. It's not warmed up yet, so I think no high RPMs. Well, I guess I am kind of going a little high in the RPMs, maybe. But, I mean, once we grab these bells, we're going to be driving slow because I don't want to have them, tip over or anything like that. Because we have a beautiful stack right here. All right, we'll get this right there. Grab those. Careful, lift it up just a little bit. Carefully churn. Oh, I was almost. We have to be careful here. I don't want these to tip over. All right, I think we're good. All right, let's just pull these in here. So I grab the ones off the top. There you go. Hit my little left thumbstick, and that unloads the last one. All right, our engine is warmed up, so we can put the pedal all the way down to go over here and pick up our last bell. Oops, I kind of overturned there, didn't I? Just a little bit. Skid steers are a little bit challenging to drive. I will admit it. Okay. I can't squeeze it. I was gonna try it, okay? I was gonna try it, but I just very quickly realized that was not gonna work. All right, there is our lone silage bale. All right, so we got all the bales put away. So let me go ahead and park this, and then we're gonna hop back into our tractor because we need to fertilize those grass fields. I don't know why I already parked the tractor. We need it still. Oopsie. All right, we are back in the Challenger and getting the fertilizer spreader hooked up here. There we go. And thankfully, we didn't have this tractor parked that long, so the engine was still warm, so no warm-up time. Yay! But we're going to head over here, start with the short stretch field first, get it done. It'll be very simple. Pretty much all we have to do is drive down the middle of the field because our fertilizer spreader has a wider working width than the field is wide, which makes it really easy. And this is also why in the red tape mod I currently have policies and schemes turned off. We just have the taxes and grants turned on because this right here would be a policy violation because we are putting fertilizer spreader basically right next to water. And they don't like that. But you know what? I like the mod. I just don't use the policy and schemes part, so I just have to remember to turn that off each time I come back into the game, because for some reason when I turn it off and save it, it still reactivates the policies and schemes every time I come back in. Hopefully that will be addressed somewhere in an update. But we got that field done here, so we're gonna head over here, knock out this grass field here, and that will be pretty much it for this episode. So we'll go ahead and wrap it up here as I knock out this field. I do hope you did enjoy this video. It was a little bit shorter than our previous ones, but we didn't really have a whole lot to do. When everything we need to get done, we got done. So sometimes that happens. But I did hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure and hit that like button. And I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, I hope you have a wonderful day. Howdy, and welcome back here for episode 9, and we're continuing on here in the month of July, which means it's time to harvest some oats. So to do that, I spent some money to lease some equipment. As we just go around the corner here, we have a New Holland harvester and a header all ready to go for us. I didn't go super expensive or anything like that because, well, it's oats. It's not a huge field. We're not going to make a bunch of money. The only reason we're doing this is not for the oats, but for the straw. So with that warming up here, let's head over here. Get our let's use this tractor. I just had a little more there. Should I use this one or the other one? Let's get this warmed up here because we're going to need to cart the oats from the field to our silo. And I'm going to back this up very slowly here because I don't want to get the RPMs too high because the engine is still cold, and if you get it too revved up, that does cause engine damage until it gets warmed up here. So I should have started all the equipment up before we started moving stuff, but hey, you know, I'm not going to do things the correct way. Yes, I know the engine is cold. Alright, got our trailer all hooked up here. Now as we're heading over here, one of the things I am a little bit concerned about is that it has been a very dry season. So I think our quality is not going to be good on the oats. Also, I am also concerned about the moisture. It's been very dry. So that also affects quality, but it also affects the yield. So I think we're going to lose a lot of yield because of that. So this is kind of a theme of where we're going to be making the best of a dry harvest. Now, while that's all warming up, just want to check on the cows, make sure we have lots of food here. They are still good. Hey there, cow. How you doing? But with them all checked out, let's head back over here. I'm going to get everything set up on the field. We're going to start our harvest off and hopefully, well, like I said, hopefully make the best of a dry harvest. And we're just getting pulled up here. I think right about here should do. Let's drop that down. I did already get the trailer parked out there, so I'm gonna pull up here in the middle of the road, get this open up, block all traffic because hey, that's what we do in the farming. All right, got that hooked up. Turn on my little winky pots here so that everybody knows that. Don't, hey, you guys are boxing me in here. Don't like that. Silly cars. All right, so we're all ready to go here. I'm gonna use the in-game GPS settings. We're gonna do 2 headlands here. Get started on our first, not just our first oat harvest, but our first arable crop harvest as well. Because up to this point, we've only done grass. So, yeah, this is finally get to do some farming. I mean, we've done farming, but you know, this is what I look forward to right here: the planting and the harvest. That's like my 2 favorite things the most. But we'll continue on with getting this field all harvested up, get it put into our silo, and get all that straw built up as well. But for this, we'll go ahead and put it into a time lapse here real quick and get it all done.
Been so crazy too, to think your love was mine, serenading to sinking moons. Oh, I've been so blind as our love was slowly turning blue. My blood grew red. No, I can't believe.
You know, I realized I mentioned the driving thing. I mean, the dry thing, and never actually checked it. So let's just check this real quick here. And oh boy, so we're sitting about 7% on our moisture. Ooh, that's really bad. 6.9. So yeah, this is gonna be a absolutely abysmal harvest. Oh, this is gonna be bad. We're gonna have a low grade on it, and we're also gonna have a low yield because of that. Oh boy, this is not gonna be. This definitely not getting any. We're not making any money off of this. Because yeah, spent some money on the leasing this. Oh well, it is what it is. But let's continue on with getting it done, because at least we're getting the straw, which is the main thing we're after. We want to get the straw to take care of our animals.
Baby, don't look back to see your life drifting down the stream. See the star turn black. Morning came, darling, days will come when you're all new. Yes, this love is your song unsung, but it's still true. No, I don't care where I'm going to. This town's too small. Baby, you were my burning tower. Now I'm too high to fall.
And with that, we are done with our first official harvest. Woo! Well, I don't know what I'm saying. There wasn't a whole lot of oats, but still, we got, I think, a lot of straw, which is the main thing we're after. At least I hope we got a lot of straw. Well, you know what? We won't really know until we get it all baled up, but we're going to head back over to the farmyard and get this parked over there so it can get picked up. And go ahead, white car. Cut me off. I mean, I don't have my little winky pots on, so they can't see the little blinky lights, so yeah. But yeah, let's get this set up here. Then we're gonna take our trailer of oats over to the farmyard and grab our baler because we now need to bale up all of that straw. And there is, again, hopefully a bunch. I'm just gonna drive through this meadow. It's not being used for anything. Oops, I just cut through that crops a little bit there. Oh, this is no, I'm kind of thinking as we plan things out, I kind of had planned on maybe having a crop harvest over here, but now I'm kind of double guessing that because this is a little bit of a challenge, but not too bad. But I mean, we could do it if we had to. It's just, I think the fields over here by this farmyard, words, is probably better suited for doing grain harvesting. All right, let me grab the washer here because I want to get this all cleaned up before we return it, because if not, they're going to charge us a cleaning fee, and it is a bit expensive. Just a little bit spendy here. Get it all nice and cleaned. All right, there we go. Woohoo! And yeah, because I think if I hadn't done that, it'd probably be like $1,000 or something like that. All right, so let's get this returned here. There's that, and that, and our header. Let's see, here we go. All right, so that's, yeah, 5,007. Yeah, you know what? That's like quite a bit of money back in our pocket of the $6,000. I mean, yes, we still spent quite a bit of money, but I am noticing a little bit of a jitter here. You know, I've been having this, and I cleared my shader cache and everything like that, but I've been noticing some stuttering ever since I got the new DLC. I think I'm kind of wondering if it's not compatible with this map or it's not compatible with a mod. I don't know. I might test some things out. I might get that removed. I'll just kind of have to test things out. Hopefully I can do that between now and the next episode. But there's definitely some jittering happening here. Some FPS drops. That's what I mean by jittering. And I don't like it. But yeah, so let's get this back over to our farmyard here. And we'll get the oats put into our silo. In our beautiful farmyard. I'm so happy to have this thing. It is absolutely wonderful. And I do have plans for expansions, and I'm hoping, I'm not sure when. A lot of it depends on how much money we make and how much debt we're going to go into. But again, one of the big parts about this is, oh man, this is actually a little bit more. Okay, me putting the manure bunker there may have not been the smartest thing I've done. I might move that. But again, one of the things, you know, for the series I want to do is I want to get a farm that's profitable. It's making money. So that means we're covering our costs and actually turning a profit. So right now we're kind of in the go into debt and mess around, and we have not yet got to the find out stage yet. But hopefully we don't. Hopefully we never get to the find out stage and we start making money before the bank comes collecting for all that money. At least that's the goal. Alrighty, so let me just go down here. I just want to see. Oats is gonna be January. That is not very much money. I mean, it's more than I actually thought. It's just, so it says 20,000. I don't think we're going to get 20,000 because I don't think our grade on it is good enough to get to 20,000. Yeah, I don't think we're going to make the $20,000 on it. I think we might. I'm thinking we might get maybe 16 to 17,000. Because our with how dry it was, the grade of that crop is not good. All right, I'm gonna try some here. I'm gonna try and use the big boy tractor here for doing the baling, which is not nearly as maneuverable as our other tractors, so I might regret this, but we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. Okay, got it hooked up. I don't think I'm gonna make this corner. Actually, I did. Oh my gosh. I didn't think I would make that corner. All right, we did. So let's head out here. We're gonna bale up all of the straw, and hopefully we make some quite a few bales on this. Now, the thing to keep in mind with this, as I've mentioned before, is this. I have modded the bales. So we're running the medium-sized bale. So let's say the three sizes. It's the smaller size is 10,000 liters. The medium size is 20,000 liters, and the large size is 30,000 liters. We're running the medium size, so these bales are going to be 20,000 liters each. Yes, I know, but you know, that's less bells I have to pick up, okay? That's all it is. Oh, look, there's a worker out there. I'm loving this mod. It just makes it so much more immersive. Hopefully Giants will have this in the next game. Who am I kidding? Of course they won't. They'll rely on the modding community, which is why we love the modders, because they make this game so amazing. And I totally missed a spot there. Let's try and back up here, grab that. There we go. Trees are in the way, but let's continue on, get all of this build up here, and we'll do another quick little time lapse to get all this done, as I keep missing spots. Working with may not be quite wide enough, evidently. Oopsie. I may adjust that. I don't know. We'll see. Or I could just actually be more accurate on where I'm going with the baler. There's that. But yeah, let's go ahead and crank up the music and get this field all baled up.
We stood in the moonlight, it's something sweet. Let it wash over all of me. With you I form my company. Forever close to the unknown. There's no doubts and no regret. Happy before we get another day to do it all again. Oh, throwing open all the curtains. what you got till it's gone. Hold it in the sun. All of the best yet to come. Hold it in the sun. Don't know what you got till it's gone. Hold it in the sun. All of the best yet to come. We're throwing open all the gutters wide. Not gonna miss a thing. Nothing's promised.
And with that, we are all done with the belling, and we actually did make quite a few bells. And there's a pig out there in that field. Oh well. I'll let him snack on that a little bit. I think that's green beans. But yeah, so we're all done with the belling, so we're gonna head back over to the farmyard, and these FPS drops are really noticeable. But yeah, so I'm gonna head back here, and we're going to grab our bale trailer and then head back out here to the field. We're gonna have to run back over here to the farmyard after that, grab the skid steer to get all those bales loaded into the bale trailer. So I got the bale trailer over there, to kind of dawn on me, I have been forgetting to do something that makes money, makes profit, which is probably something we should look into, because we've been going through a lot of money, and there we go, got out of there just fine. Anyways, yeah. Oh, better not rev up the engine too much. It's still warming up. But anyways, that is having to do with our sheep. They've been producing this thing called wool. We have a whole bunch of it. And yeah, we could sell that. Make money. I mean, after all, that's kind of their whole purpose here, is we want to get a farm that's, you know, giving us revenue. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and let's see. You know, there's quite a bit here. I was gonna grab the skid steer and load those manually, but after seeing how many there is, I'm not gonna do that. We're just going to we're gonna use autoload, because again, I kind of forgot about it, so we haven't been maintaining it. And yes, there's quite a few pallets of wool, which is good. This should help us make bank. So one thing I didn't actually realize on this map is one of the sell points for wool is actually right next to our farmyard. I didn't plan that. I didn't know that. But yeah, there's a sell point for wool, and it happens to be the best price on it, and it's literally just around the corner from our farm. I mean, how cool is that? But I am a little bit nervous about getting in here. This trailer might be a little too big for this. I don't think we're making this corner. I don't see this happening. I do not see this happening. But you know what? You always gotta give it a shot. And yeah, the math don't lie. It ain't mathin'. That corner is not happening. All right, so let's head back to the farmyard to get this unloaded, and I'm gonna go buy a more maneuverable trailer, because that's probably where we're gonna be selling all of our wool, and we're gonna be making a lot of it. So let's get a more maneuverable trailer for doing that. So I went and picked up this trailer. It is not, I don't remember it being this big. this seems bigger than before. But there was a version of this trailer that was base game in FS22, and isn't it picking up the rest of these? Seriously? It's only going one high? Okay, whatever. But yeah, I don't remember the base game one in FS22 being this big. This seems bigger than that one was. One thing I loved about this trailer in FS22, it is very maneuverable. At least I remember it being maneuverable. I don't remember it being this big. I only found the modded ones on the mod hub, so we're gonna try it. We're gonna give it a shot. Yeah, let's just try. I think the best way is gonna be backing in. That didn't work. Let's try this again. I think this one is a lot bigger than the one I remember from FS22. I might have to take a look around and see if there is a smaller sized one, like the one that was in FS22, because this is still too big. Oh my goodness, I'm just stuck. We're just gonna force it. Yep, we're just gonna ride that fence a little bit. Okay, yeah, oh boy. I can do this. I don't want to have to super strength it. My goodness. My goodness. We're just going in circles here. Okay. We got it out. Alright, now which one of these triggers is the one? It's probably going to be this one here in the front corner, isn't it? I just have a feeling. Yep, that's the one it is. Alright. Oh my gosh. This is painful. Come on, we can get it. We can get it. Ah, there we go. Let's get this. Change sides. Yep, there we go. All right. We got all of our wool sold, and oh my goodness, that was very painful. And we have a couple more pallets to do. Yes, I am definitely going to be looking into the mod hub. Because this is... Oh no, I'm stuck again. What am I stuck on? Oh, the rear wheels are stuck. But there was a version of this trailer. This is just a much bigger version or longer version of it. And what I was looking for was the one that... Okay, let's try this again. Anyways, there was one of this that was like the one in FS22, which I am positive was shorter because I remember it being very maneuverable, which is perfect for maps like this where you have some tight areas. And this one is very maneuverable for how long it is, but it's not the one I was looking for. So after we get this wool dropped off, we will, well, between now and maybe the next episode or two, I will go and find the one I'm looking for, because this is not it. Well, the wool's done. Oh man, that was painful. But we have made it out here, finally. And we're going to use our little auto-load bale fork here. I know it's cheating, but you know, it's not really. It's not cheating. Auto-load is not cheating. I know people will say it is, but it's not. It's a game. It's all about having fun. And whatever that level of realism is that fun for you is the correct way to play it, which is going to be different for every person. But anyways, I'm going to get all of these bales stacked here on this trailer. And we're going to take it over to our little bale storage area and put away. And I think we actually did pretty well off on the bales here. I'm actually kind of surprised by how many we got, considering how how dry the field was and how low our yield was. But let me continue on, and I think we'll do a little jump cut here and come back once I get all of these bales put on the trailer. And we got all the bales put on there, which is not bad at all. Ended up with 180,000 liters of straw. Cannot complain about that. That's going to definitely help out our animal pens a lot. So we're going to go ahead and get this put away, and I think this is a great place to go ahead and wrap up this episode here, because this is actually a kind of nice to end on a high note after some of the setbacks we had from dry harvest to a very fumbled wool pallet delivery job. Oh my gosh, that was painful. But we have the first thing we need. Well, not the first thing, but one of the things we need towards making our TMR production underway. Well, making TMR for feeding the cows with some good high quality feed, and also for our sheep. I mean, we want to have good quality feed for both our sheep and our cows. So we'll go ahead and wrap it up here. I want to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure and hit that like button, and I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, have a wonderful day. Hello and welcome back here for episode 10, the big 1-0, and I have a lot I want to get done in this episode. I'm hoping we'll be able to do it. I have some things I want to do, like I have some field work, but that's going to be a prerequisite. Well, is that the right word? I don't know. It's going to be based on a couple of things happening. Now, first off, we're going to get rid of this trailer because I did find the correct trailers and got those mods added. So we're going to sell that and get the right one. Additionally, we're going to take out a loan. Pretty much max out available. Woo! So we're going to take out 140,000 because we have 142,000 available for us because I want to buy a couple of fields. This is not going to be enough money for a couple of fields, but we will figure that out. Now let's get this tractor warmed up because we need to head over to the store, pick up the new trailer once I buy that. So I'm going to get this starting to warm up here. And we're going to drive over to one of the fields I want to pick up. I'm hoping to pick up multiple ones, although we did not have enough money available for a loan, so we're probably going to have to lease. Because there's actually 3 fields I really want to get. 2 of them are a must. The third one would be nice. And it's right here next to our oat field. So the field on the left here, that's basically kind of barren. I want to get that one. But the primary one, the first and most important one here, is the green bean field. I want to get this. I want to get it bad. It's pretty close to getting ready to harvest, so it's a great time to buy it. So let's head in here, and we're going to take a look here. It's field 49, and list price is $170,000. We're going to make an offer. I don't want to get it for the full price because the less we spend here, the more money we're going to have in our account when it's all said and done. So I'm going to come in $150,000. They dropped 3,000. Well, they're coming down, All right. Let's try 160. Maybe I should have gotten 155, but we got it. You know what? We got 160,000. We saved $10,000, so I really can't complain about that. But so we have this field here now, and we have $52,000 left in the bank, and I really want to get field 50. However, our available amount to borrow right now is about $23,000. That's not worth it. So we're going to have to lease. I want to get this field here, field 50. So we're going to go ahead and lease that. We're gonna be locked into a 6-month lease here, so that's a little bit of a risk, but I think it's gonna be worth it. I want to put grass in here and grow that so we can make food for our team art. And then down here, field 71 is the other field I also want to get. It's currently not for sale. Let's go ahead and sign the lease on that one. And I forgot to hit the button on this one. I just noticed, like, oopsie. All right, here we go. I looked at the little field info. I was like, wait, I don't own it. I forgot to hit the button. So yes, so we have picked up 3 new fields. One of them we bought, and then this one right here on the right is a lease, as well as there's an onion field over by our farmyard. So we got 3 new fields to add to our collection, and I took that turn. Oh, okay, just go around me, car. Oh, and actually I want to go this way anyway. Yes, we have 3 new fields we can add to our collection of fields here. Now I do want to get that barren field. I want to get that plowed up. It needs to be plowed, and I want to get grass planted in that field. The green bean field is actually in really good shape, so we'll just let that sit, and when it comes time for harvesting, we'll get that harvested and hopefully make some money on it, because we'll be able to harvest it twice. And then the onions, well, hopefully that one I think is in pretty good shape as well, so we'll be able to harvest that one as well. But for now, we're going to head over here to the store because I want to buy another flatbed trailer, but this time the one I meant to buy instead of that really big one we bought. So we'll pick it back up once I get over there. All right, we are pulling up here to the store, and to continue on with our theme of this, which is, hey, we're taking out big loans, buying big fields, and well, just taking a big gamble for the growth of our farm. We're going to spend some more money here. I just need to find where the trailers, I think it's the low loaders. Yes. All right, so I just need to figure out which one of these. Yeah, see, that is much smaller. I think that one is too. There's actually a couple of these. I pretty much scrapped all the mods that, okay, that's the one we had before. That's the big one. I don't want that one. But I pretty much went and grabbed all the different ones I could find for this specific trailer. I think we're going to grab this one here. Oh, that's kind of cool. Barriers. I'm going to go without the barriers though. All right, let's just get this license plate here configured, and I'm going to adjust this auto load area just a little bit. I think just raise it up there because it was kind of sitting a little bit below the floor there. I'm going to raise it up here because I want to be able to get, you know, stack 2 level high for the it's back here a little bit. Okay, right about here should do it. I'll be able to stack, you know, like the cotton pallets too high, and I was not able to do that before because of the way it comes set up for default. I think that should do it right there. So $15,000, not too bad. Yeah, we're gonna buy it. We're gonna go ahead and buy it. So we're getting a little low on cash here, down to $36,300. And we have been climbing our expenses by adding more loans, more land leases, and all kinds of stuff here. So we're definitely not heading towards profitability, right? Which is the goal of this series. But you know what? We're gonna have to spend the money to grow the farm and take some risks, take some big risks and some big gambles for the growth. But let's head back to the farm because we got a lot of work to do today. All right, we got the big boy all set up here with our plow, and we're going to get started on getting the edge of this field here and just trying to get the GPS all lined up. But this might take a moment here. In fact, this will probably take quite a few moments because, well, it's not a quick thing to do. If you've done plowing with this type of plow, in the game, it's not quick. Not even remotely close. But we'll continue on with getting this plowed, so let's crank up the tunes and get this field all plowed in.
It's easier to settle for the change. Take a few scraps and just walk away. But I still believe when the chips are down, you will find your way up, lifting off the ground. I can see it like a sunrise on the hill. When you make it through the night, you're gonna feel. Hold on, you got this. All that you wanted is on the other side, and you're gonna find that it's rough and it's wild, but it's worth every mile. And when it burns inside your soul, that's how you know that you're on the road. I wrote a letter to myself from the future me. Yeah, I had a lot to say about my history. When you're in the breathing smoke, kinda hard to see, with lungs like a furnace in the desert heat. But sometimes the right feels like a wrong. Sometimes you're gonna sing the saddest songs, but look back up when you trip and fall, 'cause a view from here is kinda worth it all. Hold on, you got this. All that you wanted is on the other side, and you're gonna find that it's rough and it's wild, but it's worth every mile. And when it burns inside your soul, that's how you know that you're on the road. 'Cause you're on the road. As you felt the sting of the thorns, as your feet are tired and worn, but lift up your eyes, you might be surprised. I know it feels like, I know it feels like, I know it feels like. Hold on, you got this. All that you wanted is on the other side, and you're gonna find that it's rough and it's wild, but it's worth every mile. And when it burns inside your soul, that's how you know that you're on the road.
Well, that took a bit. Yeah, it took a lot longer than I thought it would, but we got it done. This field is all plowed up, and I have remembered why I don't normally use this type of plow. It's all right. We got it done. We got it done. So we're gonna head back over to the farmyard because we have a couple things I want to do. I want to get the oat field that we harvested in the last episode. Back there behind us, I want to get that fully limed so we can get it ready for our next planting. And also, I want to get grass into the field we just plowed. So let me get this parked and put away, or put away and parked, or something like that. And then we'll grab the lime spreader and get out there on the oat field and get that all limed and ready to go. And we are back out here on pulling up to the oat field, and we're gonna get this loaded up here with our GPS navigation and get this field fully limed. Shouldn't take too long, but we'll just go ahead and do a quick little time lapse here and knock this out. Well, just like that, we are basically done. This is the last little stretch here, I believe. This is kind of double checking that, and yeah, this should be the last of the liming for this field. So we're gonna head back over and grab the other tractor and our seeder and the field that we just finished plowing. We're gonna plant that over with grass, and that will give us one more grass field so we can make sure we are producing enough silage and hay for making our TMR. Additionally, I wouldn't mind making a little extra grass silage so we can sell that and also make some profit off of our fields besides just making it food for the cows and the sheep. Because, you know, profit's kind of a nice thing because we do have a lot of expenditures because I keep going on these little spending splurges, or yes, I like to call them investments for the future of our growth of our farm. But they're really just spending splurges. So let me get this parked in here. Shouldn't be too difficult. I say that. Oh, hey, this I got it, and almost got it. There we go. All right, now I got the right line. Well, every time I say something good, I just like totally go too far and have to straighten it out. All right, there we go. Okay, we got it. Drop that down there. Okay, we are golden. So let me go ahead, and I think we're done with this tractor for today. So we'll go ahead and get this parked and put away, and then we're gonna hop into the big boy. And whoops, I restarted it there after I turned it off. Oopsie. All right, what's up with the big boy? And we're gonna head over, get our seeder hooked up to this, and then we're gonna head over to that field we finished plowing and get it all planted in with grass. We have made it out here. Let me just pull up here onto the field and get our little GPS steering assist loaded up here with 3 headlands and get this unfolded. There we go. All right. This will again take a little bit of time, but not quite as much as the plowing because we have a better working with, and the machine's just easier to use. There's lots of things that are pluses on this. So let's get this planted in. We're also adding our last coating of fertilizer as well, because this thing has both seed and fertilizer, which is awesome. I'm going to take my time on some of these corners here because I want to make sure we're getting every little bit of the field planted in with the grass, because I don't know. I want to make sure it looks good. Because grass is one of those crops you plant once and then you're done, more or less. I mean, we probably should do some rotation here and there, but let's make sure we get this corner. All right, I think we're good. All right, so we're going to crank up the music and get this field planted.
I heard you say you like to feel the ocean on your bare feet when the tide is overflowing, and you wonder what it's like out on the planet's other side. I said, who knows what we can find out in a blink. Don't you know that we could see the world together? We could ride the wind forever now. Say we let it take us. I believe we might have the time of our lives. Set a course and we can fly anywhere we set our eyes. It's book a one way. Don't you know the thrill?
All right, we got the grass planted. This field, we've put a lot of work in this field on this episode. We got a plow, which it took a lot longer than I thought it would, but we got it done. We got our oats field. Stupid white car. We got our oat field fully limed and ready to go for the next crop to go into there, and we got our that field fully planted with grass. And we spent a bunch of money, took some loans, leased some stuff. We've made a lot of progress, I think. But we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. I want to thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, be sure to hit that little like button and leave a comment. It helps out a lot and really appreciate it. Until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day and hope to see you in the next video.